Jai Hind, all of you. Today, our guest is my friend Professor Jitendra Tayade sir. Today, Tayade sir is going to teach you the verb, especially the important topic in the grammar. And most of the times, you see that the questions related to the verbs they might been asked in the SpI exam. Therefore, I like to request today's guest, Professor Tayade sir, to start his lecture.
Thank you very much, sir. First of all, please take out your notebooks and mention some notes in your notebooks, okay? If you want to only sit in the class, you can go out of the class. So this is you come here for getting some information related with the SpI. It is your aim. It is your ambitions to get admission in the SpI. And if you are sitting here without a notebook, without a notes, without a pen, so you can sit in the hostel. It is better to sit in the hostel, not in a class. This is my first and last request to all of you. So let us start from the sentence. You have to give me a positive response because I think up to the 6th, 10th, this basic grammar has been taught in each and every school. That is my realization. Each and every school teach this basic grammar. And if you will give me some reply, so it will be very easy for all of us to get more information about the verb. If you want to crack that SPI examinations, there is one of that topic which comes related with the verb, where we have to get more information. Verb is a very smallest little bit word that is known to each and every person, each and every student. What is verb? If I ask you, you are some of the students are able to give answer to me that yes, verb means dash dash dash. But actually, verb play a very important role in construction of this sentence. Like that, our body. There is our body. In our body, if there is no brain or there is no heart, a man cannot be alive. So many times we heard that someone has been died only because of heart attack, or otherwise some said he died only because of brain hemorrhage. Like that, verb is very important topic. It is a very small topic but very important topic of the SPI. You want to clear the SPI examinations, that's why I am going to take that topic for you. So before that, some questions I would like to ask. I would like to check your potential. What is mean by sentence? Yes? Yes, very good. A group of meaningful words is called sentence. Means, for example, if I put down some word on the board, it will be not as though it would be a group of a word, but it will be not considered as a sentence. When we get some meaning from that group of word, then we call it as a sentence. So the next is that there are the parts of speech. You know very well, there are how many parts of speech? 8 parts of speech, okay? So in that, we feel that what is parts of speech? I don't know whether you know or not. What is parts of speech? How we can define to the parts of speech? Anybody else? How we can define to the parts of speech? Why parts of speech is given to your syllabus? From 5th standard up to the 10th, you come to know about the word parts of speech, parts of speech. Why? How we can define to the parts of speech? What is parts of speech? Means there are a lot of words in English language, and that word has been classified into the 8 things. That 8 things are called parts of speech. Keep in your mind. There are a lot of words in the world. Lot of words in English language. English is considered as an international language, and in that language there are a lot of words. So we can classify that words into the parts of speech. So we call it as a parts of speech, and that parts of speech are 8. And without that 8 parts of speech, we cannot complete the grammar. Verb is one of the parts of speech of this classification of word. Verb. Can you see it? What is verb? Now, what is verb? Yes, you? Yes. It's a very smallest definition of a verb that is already taught by our teacher to us. Verb is a word which shows an action. Then next, anybody else in a deep? Come on. You can give me answer. Verb is not a very difficult word. What is, how we can define to the verb? He is absolutely correct, but it's a very short, which is we all people known, but we can define a word which shows us the action of the noun, action of the subject, or action of the, first of all, it shows us the action of the subject, then otherwise noun, otherwise pronoun. Okay, because we concluded it to the noun as well as we concluded it to the pronoun also. That's why we can say a word which shows action in the sentence, what the subject is doing, what the noun is doing, what the pronoun is doing in the sentence, that action has been shown by some of the word, and that words are called verb. That words are called verb. Okay. So here, everyone known about the verb, but the classification of verb is very important to know. Okay, so you can write down the definition in sentence. An action shown by sum of word that action is done by subject or noun or pronoun, that word is called as a verb. This is the proper original definition of a verb. Okay, got it? For example, suppose that if I said Sachin played cricket. Okay, like that, here subject is the Sachin, that is, he is doing some action, and it is the object. So what would be the formation of the sentence? Subject plus verb plus object. That is the simple formation of a sentence. Okay, got it? So this is the very simplest things we can do in our life if we want to speak in English. So we can do this in that way. You can use the language in that way. But actually here, suppose that I mention here noun. So it is a subject, we can call it subject also, as well as noun. It is also a noun. Which noun is this? It is a proper noun. Very good. It is a proper noun. And then if I want to convey this sentence in a pronoun, he play cricket. Okay, it means to say that he is a pronoun means subject. We can use a pronoun as a subject also. That's why I mentioned in the definition that in a sentence an action has been shown by some of the words. That action is done by subject, noun, or the pronoun, what we can call it as a verb. Okay. Then here another, an occurrence or state of being is also mentioned. An occurrence of the subject. An occurrence of the subject means to say what he is doing, whether the motions is mentioned or not, that can be also observed in a sentence, as well as a state of a being. State of a being means he is sleeping, he is not doing any action, but sleeping means to say that his bodily appearance has been shown in the sentence. That's why we can say it is a state of a being. So you can write down this one. You got it? This is the very smallest little part that is known to everyone else, but most people did not know about some of the classification of a verb. बऱ्याच विद्यार्थ्यांना classification of verb माहित नाही. Do you know classification of the verb? I am going to talk on that. Do you know? May I, Ravi? So it is the simple definitions we have learned. Now, the classification of verb. Anybody else? I am going to draw a T diagram because I feel that T diagram make very easy to learn grammar. Classification, dividation, yes, you? Okay, little bit correct, but not perfectly correct. Anybody else? Classification. See, what is magic that we want to learn English language and you don't know the classification of a verb. Classification of a verb is that the verb is divided into two groups. That classification means to say that the verb is divided into two groups. So you will have understand that is main verb. Another one? Helping verb. Okay. Anybody else? What? That is called auxiliary verb. In our language, means whatever taught by our teacher to us, it is also called as a helping word. But in a standard language, it is called auxiliary verb. This is the two classification of a verb. Now, suppose that if I give you some of the word, so that word has been or that verb has been divided into two parts. Verb. There are a lot of verbs in the English language, and that we can classify them into two, mainly two. That is first main verb and auxiliary verb. That is also called as a helping verb. Now, most of the word in English language, they are main verb. Okay, I eat an apple. It is a helping verb. He sit on table, for example, sit is a main verb. There are a lot of, but actually this main verb has been classified into two. That has been told by that girl to us. What is that? Transitive verb. And then second one, this is one. Okay, anybody else, can you tell me what is transitive verb? Transitive verb. See, if you want to find out some of the error, sorting error, I am teaching from since 17 years English subject. In that, if you want to recognize the spotting error, so you have to go the deep knowledge about the grammar. Otherwise, you are unable to find out. Means to say that you will try to guess, but guessing is not very perfectly come true in that examinations. So that's why keep in your mind you need to know about this basic grammar. This is a very basic grammar which has been taught up to the 5th to 10th, but actually the deep basic knowledge is very important. Transitive verb and intransitive verb, what is that? Yes, you? Very good. A need. Keep in your mind very simple means shortly you can keep transitive verb is need object, and in it is very opposite to it. In intransitive verb it need not object. For example, here we can say it need. It need an object. Already I told you, S plus V plus O. This is the formation of sentence. If we want to make any sentence construction, if you want to take the any construction of any sentence, so in that formations you do it. Subject plus verb plus object. Object means to say that. What is that? Object. How we can define to the object? Don't be sleep, beta. You don't sleep. What is object? When a subject is doing some action on something else, that thing is called as a object. Keep in your mind. This is very basic knowledge. Subject, what you should come to know. What is subject? What is verb? What is object? And when a subject or a pronoun or a verb, noun is doing some action on something else, at the moment we call it as a object. So here in transitive verb, when there is a formation in a transitive verb, it need object. It need object. And in transitive verb, in that it did not need object. I will show you. I will give you example. Don't worry about it. It need not objects. So you have to keep a two word in your mind. Transitive verb and intransitive verb, it need an object. In a transitive verb, it need an object, and in intransitive verb, there is no need of a object. So from this, we can get the basic example. Here, I am going to give an example to you. For example, it need object. Okay. So subject need object. When a subject is doing, what is subject? A person or a noun or a pronoun. When it is doing an action, we call it as a subject, and it need an object to do the action. That the subject is doing some action on something else. That something else means to say that object. So here we can say that another example we can have. Suppose that he eat an apple. He eat an apple. Here in this sentence, he is the subject, eat is a verb, and an apple means that the subject is doing some action on something else. Something else means to say that that word is used as an object. So this is object. Okay. So it means to say that it need a transitive verb need a object, and then here in that the subject need not need a object. For example, you can do it yourself. You can remove object from this sentence. He eat. For example, he eat. So in this sentence, you will find out that there is no object. There is no object. Means this is the purely informations about the transitive verb and intransitive verb. Keep in your mind. It is in the transitive verb, there is the definitions or information, some information related with that. He in that transitive verb, it need an object, and in transitive verb there is no need of a object. Very simple and very smallest difference between these two, transitive verb and intransitive verb. Got it? Got it? Okay, now let's move toward the auxiliary verb. What is auxiliary verb? Again, I come to the question, because I feel that you are going to prepare for the SPI, NDA, so you should know. And in upcoming examinations, in a 12th standard, model auxiliary verbs are used in examinations for 2 marks. That is my personal experience. In board examinations, they ask you complete the sentence by using modal auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb means what? That is, you can use your language, helping verb, and you try to get the meaning of that word, helping verb. That is main verb. We got it, main verb. Yes. Now auxiliary verb or helping verb means to say that a word which comes before a main verb to make or to get a complete sense of the sentence, to make it grammatically correct, to make it tense. You know very well tense. There are the 3 tense in the English language, that is present tense, past tense, future tense. To make it present tensely correct, we use auxiliary verb, some of the auxiliary verb. So how we can define a word which come after a subject with leading to the main verb to get complete sense of the sentence, that is called auxiliary verb. Or helping. What means by helping? Helping is a helping nature. We use that word in our day-to-day life. What is helping? I want to go to help him. Is very helping nature. The word is come and we use that word in our day-to-day life. What is helping? Madad karne. So same, that verb help to the main verb. Why it is called as a helping verb? Because auxiliary verb help to the main verb. It comes, and keep in your mind, it merely comes before a main verb. Why it comes? Why it comes to help the main verb? To make that tense complete, to make that sense complete according to the action. So for that, helping verb is come. Now the next question is that what are the classification of auxiliary verb, or how many classification of auxiliary verb? You know very means what we can say upper set knowledge of the verb. Verb is an action which is done by the subject. It's a verb, but actually this is the deep knowledge of a verb. Auxiliary verb also got the classification, 2 classification. Which are they? Keep in your mind, in ND examinations, in a spotting error, this is very minus basic grammar. You dream to crack SPI. This is the very primary stage of your SPI. After that, you have to get the deep knowledge of all this deep knowledge of your grammar, because NDA is the main target of your life. Means, don't think that I got admissions in a SPI, I crack an SPI examinations and then okay, it's okay, I will join to the NDA. No, it's not happened. If somebody comes and tell you that okay, your English speaking is good, so definitely you will be able to get the SPI examinations or NDA. Not, it is not possible. You have to get throughout the minus rule of a grammar. Spotting error come for how many marks in NDA? Do you know? Do you know? 50 questions comes in NDA, synonyms, antonyms, then spotting error, then idioms and phrase and aids to comparison में one paragraph comes. You have to read out the paragraphs and give us some answer. These are the 50 questions and each topic get 10 questions. Each topic get 10 questions. Synonyms for 10 marks, antonyms for 10 marks, spotting error for 10 questions. So not marks, 10 questions. 50 questions come divided by 5 and concluded 200. 200 mark English comes. So this is the very basic knowledge. Auxiliary verb के भी part होते हैं. You will get shocked. Yes, there is the two classification of auxiliary verb. Primarily, that is primarily auxiliary verb. मैं रबिट उसको सेपरेट कर देता हूँ. कीप इन माइंड, ये जो आपको ड्राइंग करना है इसके आगे करना है. Primarily auxiliary verb, and here have you heard this word primarily and model auxiliary verb? Yes? Can you tell me something else about it? Little bit. It may be right or wrong. It doesn't matter for us. Yes? Yes. Okay. Very good. This is very perfect answer. Primarily, auxiliary verb means to say that we can have some of the to be, form of a to be. For example, you heard so many times to be chirupa, to be chirupa. Have you heard it? To be. So here first is to be. What is that? Amizar. Amizar was where? Okay. Then next one is that to have. To have. The formation of a to have is that have, has, had. Okay. Then next one is to do. To do. Do, does, did. And the last one, verb. Only verb. Here, shall and will. This is the primarily auxiliary verb. This is primarily auxiliary verb. So many times we heard, or up to the 10th standard, your English teacher has tell you to be chirupa, to be chirupa. What is that to be chirupa? To be transformations means to that am, is, are, was, where is the to be. Then to have. We keep in our mind only to be, to be, to be. Beyond that not. But you have to get the whole knowledge that to have. To have means here that the transformation of a to have has been have, had, had. These are the three. The next one to do. Do. So you can keep in your mind like that. Do, does, did. It is the to do, not a to be. To be chirupa, not. In that to be, there is a transformation only this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then another is divided into to have, to do and verb, shall, will. This is basically comes with the subject. You can find out this auxiliary verb it comes after the after the subject, noun or pronoun. For example, I am eating, I am drinking, and what I am drinking water. He is going to dash 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 place. We are enjoying our summer vacation. Whatever so, I was sleeping in the class. I am not telling you, okay? We were enjoying our life. We were playing cricket, football, or whatever. So it means to say that we find out this word. You have to do it. You have to do it. I have been in my bedroom. Whatever so, he has writing an essay. He had completed his homework. Here, I do. Yes. Have you do your homework? Yes, I do. Does you do? Does did? I did my class. Don't be sleep like that, okay? And I shall be there within a few moments. I will be there. We will have some enjoyment. We will go some of the hill station like that. We use that primarily auxiliary verb in our day-to-day life. Then now modal auxiliary verb. From the title you come to know modal auxiliary verb. Model. Not a model means hero model, etc. That is not, okay? Model. What is model? Now we can define to the model. Whom did we call it model? In our mind, one setup is that model means modeling. Modeling means what? Try to get the meaning of that word. Model. I want to do modeling. Modeling, what is that modeling? Modeling means what? Exactly, we have to try to find out the meaning in our day-to-day life. Model. Modal auxiliary verb. Modeling. The same meaning is there. Model means modality. Modality means to say that model quality. Is meaning model. Whom did we said so many times? I want to do modeling. Modeling means I want to follow all the model quality. Modal auxiliary verb. Now, modal auxiliary verb which are? Have you heard about it? Model means to say that ideal, that have some qualities, modify qualities. We have studied about the primarily auxiliary verb. Now modal auxiliary verb, they have some model qualities. Like that the student told us. What? Some of the good qualities. It shown some of the good qualities as well as compulsion, as well as order, or whatever so. It's shown by the sum of the word, and that words are called as a modal auxiliary verb. Do you know? I think your English teacher should tell you how many modal auxiliary verb are there. Okay, try to find out. Whenever you will get your mobile phone, you will try to find out which are the modal auxiliary verb. Nearly, it shows modal auxiliary verb indicate the quality model things to us, such as it shows us likelihood, ability, then permission, then request, capacity, suggestion, order, etc. I don't know whether you are going to join SPI or NDA or not, but keep in your mind these questions compulsory comes in your board examinations of a 12. Turn this sentence by using modal auxiliary verb. 2-mark questions comes in a board. That is my personal experience of a 10 year. From 10 year I am checking board question paper. So keep in your mind, they can give one of the word from this compulsion. Use a model auxiliary verb by showing the compulsion in a following sentence like that. So when you are able to give this answer, or when you are able to give, write down the answers in your answer sheet, when you come to know about that model auxiliary verb, how many model auxiliary verb are there, and that can be divided in like that: likelihood, ability. What is likelihood? Like I like play cricket, I like ice cream. We use that word in our day-to-day life. What is like? पसंद असणे, आवडणे. That is shown by some of the word, some of the auxiliary verb. Then ability, capacity. Yes, I can do it. I can do it. The can word shows us I could do it. We could do it. That word shows us the ability of the people. So here it comes in a auxiliary verb. Then permission. You need so many times you need a permission to do something else in your life. At the moment we use some of the auxiliary verb in our life. So that words shown our model auxiliary verb as used. Permission, request. So many times we do the request to each other in our day-to-day life. Please give me your pen. Please give me your mobile phone to call my brother. Whatever so. Please give me your bike. Whatever so. So many times we request to somebody else and we use some word which are used as an auxiliary verb, which shows us the request what we doing to the someone else. So that is here it come in a auxiliary verb. Then capacity, already explained to you. Ability, same capacity. Suggestion. What is suggestion? Lot of times we get so many suggestions from somebody, so many people. You do it. You can do it. Do this like that. You have the capacity. You can go for dash things. You can seek your career in this field. That is the suggestion. Or so many suggestions we give our younger brother, elder brother, or so many relatives. So that also shown some of the auxiliary verb, and it comes in a model auxiliary verb. And then order. The order we follow by our parents. Here one thing I forget to tell you: compulsion, compulsory. For example, your father told you some of the situations, in some situation your father told you, please bring my passbook from the bank. So what he is doing? He is requesting to you. There is no compulsion in that sentence. Please word is used by your father. But suppose that if he said, you have to go at bank, you ought to go there and bring my passbook. You must have to go there and bring my passbook. Must, ought to. This word shows us the compulsion, and what this word which auxiliary verb is used, that word shows us the compulsion that is comes in the modal auxiliary verb. Then here we have finished our verb topic. If you have any confusion, if you want to get some information more, you can ask me. Got it? Every informations. It is a very basic knowledge of the verb which I have given to you. If you have any confusion, you can ask me. Whether you got the time, you meet me and you ask me whatever. So best luck for your preparation. Thank you very much.